Hi, everybody. My name's JJ. Okay, so Control is a really fun game. If you haven't played it, it's available on Steam. And you are Jess. You're this person who experienced some paranormal activity as a kid, and then your brother disappeared, and your town got blown up, and you've been looking for answers ever since. And then you stumble upon this building in New York City, and yeah, and then you take it from there. You've stumbled upon the Bureau of Control, which is kind of a crazy place. So this is kind of like the paranormal investigations unit of the U.S. government.
I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help? Did I lose you there for a moment?
Yeah, it's a cool story because you stumble into this Bureau of Investigation, this control division of the U.S. government, and then you immediately find the director dead on the floor, and you pick up his weapon here. And what it says is, you're the new director. So as soon as you pick up the weapon, you take over the whole division. It's kind of incredible. There's a bunch of sequences where you get new abilities, and it takes you to this paranormal world where it teaches you how to use the abilities. And the first ability that you use is this gun. And the gun is really cool because you never run out of ammo. And yeah, you get bonuses for headshots and things if you can hit a headshot. And yeah. Okay. You can also do this melee attack when you get close to someone. And the combo of the two, as you can see, your ammo recharges a little bit. So you're trying to balance your ammo recharging against your melee ability to try to kill these guys as fast as possible. All right. And things start going off the rails pretty quick. So a big part of the game in saving time is RNG manipulation on controlling where they're going to spawn. All right. And we'll hit these two at the same time here. All right. And then through the doors. Pretty good time. Not bad. Okay, and okay, the named enemies are the bosses for particular segments. So, you're a little bit vulnerable at this first boss because you don't have any abilities and your health is as low as possible. You're going to upgrade pretty much everything in your repertoire throughout the game. And it's really fun. So every time you beat one of the main missions, you get some ability points, and we use these save points to upgrade your character here, Jess, at every single at the end of each mission, which is pretty fun. The game rewards you really well, and you keep leveling up and getting even more powerful throughout the game. So everybody that works at the Bureau of Control is hiding in this little chamber right now because they know the director died. They've all got these little Ghostbuster type devices on their chest, which prevents this thing from taking them over. Except for this guy, who's already dead. And you can't get the evil being out of him. So the thing that killed the director and is taking over that you're fighting against called the Hiss. So the Hiss is kind of doing a bunch of random stuff throughout the Bureau. And our goal is to try to figure out what the hiss is and defeat it. The world is, like the map is very malleable, so you can pop right through a lot of the walls. Almost all the glass in the game can be broken, so there's a lot of shortcuts that involve going through mirrors that you can break and walls that are not bad. So, okay. What's interesting is that the looking away from a section is the same thing as not being in the section. So if you look away from it, it'll spawn it towards where you're looking. Those little red shields act as barriers to killing someone. Oh, that was good. Oh, no. All right. But if you melee, you actually get a little bit of damage boost on the shields. Oop. Instead of just shooting. Okay. Let's go. So we beat the first mission already. Now we're going through Welcome to the Old House. Okay, so this object of power is essentially a possessed item. And that's a little skip, so you don't have to go through this maze. But this little floppy disk is cursed, so when you touch it, you go back to one of these little learn a new ability levels. And now we have the throwing ability, which is amazing. So now you'll see there's a bar at the top of the screen. It's a white bar. And that is our ability thing. Oh, so what we'll do is we'll shoot here, but we can also throw objects at people now. So the game becomes a balancing act of throwing, shooting, meleeing. Great. Okay. And we'll hit that. There's also some save and quit tech. I'm not going to do all the save and quits for the sake of clarity a little bit. You don't have to kill all the guys here. You can actually push through. Oop. And just kill this guy. There we go. So a lot of those barriers that prevent you from moving forward are just tied to a single enemy. So if you find the right enemy, you can keep going. He's dead. He doesn't need his key card. So we're going to go here. And then go here. This is the next boss. So now we find that this dude can fly around. Very difficult. Difficult boss. What we're going to do is empty a clip into him. Okay. Whoop. Push through. Then we're going to come up to his eye level. Oop. Oh no. There we go. Okay. So the game gives you a little bit less, fewer tools to fight these early fights. To say there's not a lot of a margin of error for beating Tomasi there, because you have level 1 throw, level 1 health, and it's pretty tough, especially if you're bad. And I'm only the 3rd best player of the game. We've got Ronnie and Bucky. Those guys are fantastic. You should see their VODs. They make the game look like poetry. Okay, this is a little motel. I don't really understand the motel. The motel kind of acts as a a way station in between parts of the bureau, and you use these light switches to transport yourself back to the bureau. It's kind of wild. And then this is something that's going to take you back to another area to learn abilities. Oh. Another astral plane challenge. Okay. Oh. He's really loud. He's so loud he hurts you. Okay. Whew. Look at that time save. Cutting corners. Whew. Whew. Insane. Insane plays. Whew. All right. And okay. All right. This is our first save and quit. We're going to go to the menu. And then we'll reload and we'll go right back to the first save spot. Okay, and then from the save spot, you can fast travel back to Central Executive, which is the start of the game. Okay. Go back to talk to Emily, who's very interested in how the rest of the bureau is looking from her little desk here. Okay. We got our first ability points, which means we're going to level up a little bit. And the first thing that we level up here is our throwing ability. And a little bit of energy. The next level here, we're going to go down into the maintenance sector and go try to find the janitor that we encountered when we first entered the building. Janitor is a Finnish guy from Finland. He's our only friend in the whole game. And he has magic powers. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he is one of the developers or producers of the game. So, Finnish cultural representation.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If we can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on.
The next ability that we're going to get after we push through this is a dash ability.
Like he made the elevator appear.
And then we're going to spam that dash for the rest of the game because this is a speed run. It's going to be great. Oh, that's great. So, for whatever reason, this room is especially fickle, and that second wave of enemies doesn't always spawn, which causes you to lose like 30, 40 seconds sometimes. It's pretty insane. Yeah, and if you all are in the speedrun chat, Bucky is the current world record holder. Shout outs to Bucky21659. He knows this game better than almost anyone. Ronnie knows a little bit too. But Bucky is giving you good information and teaching you all about the game. So definitely trust what he says. Oh, that's unexpected. That's a little harsh. A little random explosion. All right. Oh, no. Wow. On fire. We'll run back. Hey, we got the first death out of the way. The game is on a hairpin trigger. If you get hit a couple of times, there's not invincibility frames. So you can get hit once and twice, and then you're immediately dead. There has not been a perfect run of this game all the way through. The world record, I believe, still has a couple deaths in it. Bucky might correct me on that, but it's a pretty difficult game in terms of skill cap. Especially if you're not hitting shots. So let's hit that. All right. There we go. And then there's one last guy to the left here. And he hides. All right. Below. All right. Little skip up through here. See? Another glass panel. Get through it. Okay. We're going to go get the dash here. So if you are going to drop a death, this game penalizes certain deaths a lot more than others. If you die right next to a save point, it's not going to take much time to get back to where you need to. What's also nice about this game is that official time only keeps track of time in game. So menuing, the saving quits, and even deaths. It doesn't count it against it. So there's not a lot of downtime in this run. It's a pretty tight hour and 30 minutes. But Artemis, if you're there and you wanted to read out some donations, if there are any, you're more than welcome to go.
Yep, looks like we got one a while ago. It's anonymous for $20. Appreciate it. Of course, take the time to shout out Step Up. Or Stack Up, rather. Sorry, I'm tired here. But it helps for mental health of veterans through gaming. And of course, you can do ! charity in the chat to learn more about it and donate. But of course, if you can't donate, do not feel pressured to, because we understand these times are quite difficult.
Yeah, shout outs to the GSA team. Artemis, Milo, Cheese, Gothic Logic, Simply. I'm trying to remember if there's other folks involved, but this team does a fantastic job putting together speedrun events. I'm really excited to be a part of it, so thank you for inviting me. All right, here's our janitor friend here. And you just kind of mash through these little cuts. And we're going to the reactor. It's the next big section. So the reactor is going to blow up. That's what the janitor just told us, is that the reactor is going to blow up, and we've got to go fix the reactor before it explodes. And we do that by fixing cooling and fixing the power station. So that thing he's got on his chest, that's the same thing that the director had, or the lady had on her chest. That prevents him from getting hit by the hiss. We should have one of those. I'm not really sure why we don't have one of those, but... All right, these little floating dead guys are the creepiest enemies in the game. They're little floating upside-down corpses, and they explode when you get near them. So some of the time, we're going to just float past it as close as possible and make them explode with proximity. Okay. So we're playing through this, and each section you clear a number of enemies, and then you cleanse the room with the save point, and it reconfigures the room back to normal. The hiss takes over the room, makes it look like an Escher painting, and then you got to kill all the enemies to cleanse it. So. This is my favorite little skip. Climb up here. Oh. All right. We're now in the coolant pump room so we can fix the reactor. And there's this big, kind of a turd, for lack of a better term. You gotta shoot to clear out the pipes. It's a technical term. Okay. Good. Oop. The hitbox is kind of near the base of it. It's not, if you hit it right on that white little tip of it, it's not going to do it. It's kind of weird. So every one of these little power bricks is so the game has a series of challenges where you attach a power brick to make the device work. So what we're doing now is launching this there. Oh, I didn't get it. Let's get it here. There we go. That makes those spawn, so you want to do that one last, if you can help it, and then save and quit here. All right. Good stuff. Continue game. Okay, so the save and quit is always going to take you back to the last save point that you went to, which is the save that we did in the center of the reactor. Okay. And then we're going to go do, what's the second part? Oh, wait, no. Let's fast travel. Fast travel back to power plant. There we go. It's a series of save and quits because the save and quit's going to take you to the save point, and then you do fast travel to take it to the next section. Now we go do the energy converter section, which is now just right across from here. One thing that's challenging about the game is that your dash and your throw ability use the same energy bar. So you can't go to do a dash and then try to throw something. Oop. Okay. All right, pretty fast room there. Not too bad. Okay, so this is going to reconfigure this control room, and then this is the end of this mission. And we're going to put the gun into the slot here. It's a lot like a little R2-D2 thing. Check this out. Okay, that's going to unlock the elevator. Let's do the ability here, and then fast travel back to Central Executive. Nice. All right. And then, since this is the end of the mission, we'll go talk to this lady again. Hello, Emily. Okay. Get some more abilities. The fastest strat through the game is to max out throw first. And because you have an odd number of points, you can use a little bit for abilities and then to research. So you can use some of the points on energy, but the fastest way to do it is to just use it to max out throw first, because you throw all the time. And a maxed out throw ability is super strong. What I'm going to do is come over here and jump over the side a little bit. I'm killing these guys because I want the astral blip, and I don't want to die here. Ooh, I thought I got the last one. Here we go. There's a couple series of rooms in this run where you have to kill 3 of those little red things, and it's basically if you hit all 3 red things, then it opens the door. There's also explosive boxes, just like a good James Bond game. If you throw the red boxes, they explode like this. This is made by the developers of Max Payne, if you all played that game. So there might be some similarities. There's some crossover between the worlds. There's like something like a elevator that's got Max Payne on it. Come on, buddy. You need to go. You need to go. There we go. Okay. Another power brick. Okay, we're going to lure this thing into here. Then shut the door on him, and then run away. There we go. Okay, this red orb. We try to kill those first because those red orbs heal the enemies. Oh. Oof. Brutal. Yeah, so those rockets, you try to get the guys with the yellow hats first because the rockets that fire home on you. So you got to try to go really fast and kill the guys that want to shoot the homing missiles at you. In terms of the order of operations, you kill the red dots first. You got to go a little bit ways back. But you kill the red dots first because they heal all the enemies, and then you kill the enemies that shoot the homing missiles because they're the biggest threat by far. All right. Because the door is open, we can just go right past these guys. All right, through here. Right Get the dudes in the chairs. They throw weapons. Oh, that guy fell over. I don't know what just happened there. Did he just die on his own? I think he just gave up. All right. Try to line these dudes up and then throw them at it. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. Go through. These guys have a bit more health. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, we'll clear this. Keep going. Getting through the research section now. Couple guys here. Okay, should be it. Then we can use the elevator. Here we go. All right. We've got a bit of a break in the action here. It's kind of quiet. I don't know if Artemis, if you have any donations you'd like to read out, you're more than welcome to. Okay.
Yeah, just let me take a look here. Doesn't look like any new ones have come in, but of course I'll take the time to shout out the charity. Did stack up, not step up. I got that wrong last time. Did help the mental health of veterans through gaming. You can do !charity in the chat to learn more about it or donate if you're able to.
Okay, that red dot is here. I've got to get that so that these guys are not dead. All right. Keeps healing them, so we got to kill this first. All right. Okay. Yeah, for folks in my chat here, this is being rebroadcast live at twitch.tv/speedrun, and they've got a charity stream going on right now, and it's benefiting Stack Up for mental health, or Stack Up for mental health for veterans, benefiting veterans. So it's a pretty excellent organization, and we're excited to be doing a charity stream benefiting them. Okay, that's it. There you go. This guy's got a bit more health than we've seen so far. So you've got to kind of bounce back and forth between meleeing and throwing, and ammo right to the head there. Oop. These ads will slow us down just a little bit. We're going to look around for a couple collectibles. This is the only section of the game where collectibles actually matter. We've got to get some astral blips on the ground to get the top weapon upgrade. Just take a look real quick. And cleanse the control point. Good stuff. Oh my gosh.
This way to the lab. Okay. Like these aliens. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan.
We've got a little puzzle section here. It's not too bad once you know the combination, but it can definitely slow you down in the actual game.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Jamming this isn't anything.
What we do is we enter these punch cards into the machines. All right, grab this. And it's the upside down U here. This one is the half of the, there we go. It's going to be the small, we don't have that one yet. It's that one. Here we go. The hex. And this little umbrella one. It reminds me of the Resident Evil logo thing.
Prism shattered.
Talk to her one more time. Okay. She's going to open up this wall, and then we're on to the next section. Very exciting. Okay. And what's the next? We got go to maintenance sector. This one. Maintenance sector. So we were in the access corridor before, and now we'll go right to the maintenance sector. We're going to go back and see the janitor and see what's going on. Yes. Shout out to charity. Stack up for veteran mental health. Donate if you can. It's a worthy cause.
Who knows? Is he here? Is he alright? HRA is first. They'll help save everyone, including once.
We just skip right over that. Okay. Go here and grab this. Just going to turn that off. And then we're going to go down, grab this little power cube, and there we go. That's the fastest way to do that. Got a huge raid for the Speedrun channel. Look at that shift. All right. Oop, we don't need to do that. Let's go here. I'm going to switch a couple objects. So every one of these is a puzzle. That opened up the third room here. And grab the key. You're just looking for the key in each of these. And then you run back to the start. A little spooky, but you've got a dash that'll carry you over. Okay. If you're just joining us, welcome to Stack Up for Veterans Mental Health. Got a great charity event going right now. This is Control Any Percent Inbounds speedrun on the current patch of the game. One of my favorite games. I'm excited to be playing it for you all for a good cause. If you can donate, please do so. I am shooting people taken over by a paranormal entity. Donation complete. Fantastic. Shout outs to Dirtface. Oh, shoot. Is that it? Okay. That was a little fast. That was nice. Okay. A little faster than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so now this part of the game, we're finding the material to make more ghost busting device. So these objects that all these guys are wearing on their chest requires a special kind of black rock, and we got to go find it and make some more HRAs, which are going to help people fight against this paranormal thing.
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Okay, so we're going to try to not get scared by this guy. Ooh. Come on. Being a little difficult. Okay. This guy's running away this time. Okay. Where's he at? There he is. Probably one more here. Come on, buddy. Show up. He won't show himself. There we go.
This should get us into the quarry. Everything here
Okay.
is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. You heard that too, right? Black rock, threshold, quarry. So the prism's
Okay. Now back up to the top of the power plant, but we're gonna the top layer, and we're gonna run over to this quarry area next. Take this opportunity to power up our throw all the way. And keep going. That only makes sense there if you get hit a little bit, because that restores your health too. Oop. All right. Oop. Run around here. Okay. All right. Cleanse this area. And just keep going. Just a lot of the couple more areas. This next section's interesting. We're going to try to attach a couple power bricks to the wall, blow it up, grab the rocks, and escape as fast as possible. It's going to take a second to get over there. This is the quarry. Oh my gosh. Oh. Platforming. Okay. Okay. We did that without alerting anybody, which is nice. So it gives us a second. Just hit this. I'm up here. Dash up. Gotta grab this off the ground. Give it a second to trigger it. When you hear that noise, you can Q to save and quit. We'll go back, then go back to Central Executive. Definitely don't hit new game there. That would mess up your run. Fast travel, Central Executive. Back to the beginning of the game. Fast. Gotta go fast.
Here.
All right, this is the end of that mission. We're on to... This is a pretty fun mission, this next one. Get a little bit more abilities. I think we can use... Oh, let's grab some health here. Gives us a little bit more leeway. Then we're going to go into this panopticon area. It's pretty neat. This is where they keep all of the prisoners of the Bureau of Control, which is kind of a cool section. It's a massive jail that has a bunch of cells on the inside of a big chamber, and the whole thing rotates to connect to the cell when they need to put someone inside of it. It's wild. The level design is one of the best parts of this game. The whole bureau is beautiful. Stuff. I think we could take a second to equip some personal mods. Loadout. Add this. Throw. And then dash efficiency. So that'll help considerably. Yeah, shoutouts to the charity as well. Stack up for veterans' mental health. I don't know if there's donations to be read out, Artemis, but this would be a good time.
Yeah, we had the Dirt Faces donation. It was of $20 with the message "cool."
Cool. Dirt
That was
face. Good
Pretty
man.
A good donation.
Fantastic
Pretty cool.
donation.
And we also had Bram02GG with $3. The message said, "Sadly missed the Super Smash Bros. Brawl run yesterday. Watching Control now. Good luck to JJ, and thanks to GSA for setting up this event."
Thanks, Bram. Appreciate you.
Of
Yeah.
course, us at GSA, we're very happy to hold the event for everyone to watch.
Yeah, GSA team is great. Milo and Artemis, Gothic Logic, Cheese, Simply. Oh, you guys do a fantastic job. And I really appreciate you guys inviting me to play this. All right. It's the third one here. Let's go back. All right. We're going to flip this painting upside down. And run up to the front of this. Grab the key and then exit. Okay, this next section is a little difficult. This boss fight, it's kind of hard. one of the harder fights, I think, unless you do it especially fast. You can get this guy caught in a cycle where you throw and stun him. But there's a lot of ads that attack you while it's happening, so you got to be quick. I'm going to try to... if you get close to them, they'll try to melee you, and then they don't shoot you. You're either trying to melee you or trying to shoot you. One, not both at the same time. And there's a faster strat where you can just climb along the inside of the jail, kind of dash along the inside. It's pretty interesting because there's little crevices you can pop into. This is a live event. Stack up for veterans' mental health. Brought to you by GSA. Live. We are speedrunning the video game to raise money for veterans' mental health. Okay, on to the Benikoff TV fight. So just like the floppy disk that you guys saw before, we're going to try to cleanse this object. This section's a little tricky. I'm going to save my dash. Oh, just lost half my health there randomly. See, go through here, use the door behind us as a shield, and dash through. All right, clear this TV. If you all have one of the new RTX cards, whatever it is that does ray tracing, you should play this game. Then see what the graphics look like with the ray tracing on, because it's pretty excellent. All right. I'm going to grab this object. This guy in the middle is the only one that really matters at the start. But the ads can still hit you here, so you got to be careful. Ooh. See? We're going to pick up some health. Ooh. Not always super fair. But did that pretty fast. Had some good luck. Okay. One more dude. Where are you? There you are. Whoa, my gosh. Almost flipped right off the edge there. Whoa. Yeah, we use real-time attack for timing this run. But you skip. It's real-time attack, but it takes out loads. So that's how the game is timed. All right, we're going to get our dash back here, and then now we have levitation, which is a pretty cool ability. You can now fly. So there's almost no excuse. Ooh. You can go 3D on these guys. Almost none of the enemies can fly, so you gotta just breeze past them. All right. Okay, we'll fast travel back to the last save point. This is a beautiful, well-made game. I'm a huge fan. I highly recommend playing it. This is Control, and it's available on Steam. You unlock your abilities one at a time, and yeah, the levitation ability is the last one that we're going to get in this. So now we're fully equipped. Now we're going to go out here. This is a nice little skip that you use to get up to the top level without kind of fighting your way up. We're going to go up here, kind of poke ourselves into the wall here, wait for the levitate to fail, and then levitate again. Up and in. Beautiful little skip up to the 4th floor. Yeah, so this is new game, so not new game plus or anything. All the abilities are still locked when you start the game. So here we go. I'm gonna fast travel back now. Quit to menu. Go back to the save point, and warp on back to Central Exec. And go talk to our brother. So you're in this game, the story, your brother's been missing since your whole town was destroyed in this paranormal event. And then you find him in the jail cell here. He's just broken out. The Bureau of Control's captured him and put him back in the jail cell. Let's use abilities. And that's good. Fast travel, Central Executive. On sale, $20 on Steam. What a bargain. You get all the DLC with it too. It's Control Ultimate Edition, I think. I think there's either 1 or 2 DLCs. Okay, we'll go to talk to Emily. Yeah, so this is, it does take advantage of save and quit, but it's effectively, oop. Let's get out of that conversation. Out. There we go. It's not really a glitch, so to speak. It's pretty glitchless. I'm trying to remember if you take advantage of any errors in the game. But this is an inbounds run. There's an any % run where you can kind of climb around all the geometry of the map. And a lot of that was patched out in later versions of the game. But this is the current patch of the game, which is pretty well done. They fixed a lot of stuff. I appreciate all the encouragement. Yeah, shout outs to the charity Stack Up for Veteran Mental Health. GSA's done a fantastic job putting an event together benefiting that charity. I'm going to fast travel back to logistics. There we go. Okay, the first time we were in this containment section, we unlocked this gate. So you got to remember to unlock the gate the first time you're here. But now you can levitate up. And this next section is really fun. There's 3 fights in a row that are, I think, some of the best fights in the game. Because you're fully equipped with all your abilities. And it's kind of challenging. These dudes are flying around. All right. Let's go find that red orb. When you see the little plus sign next to everyone's name, that means that they're being healed by a red orb somewhere, and you got to find it. Oh, hello. Okay. There he is. Perfect. Okay. That makes the whole rest of the fight a little bit easier because your guys aren't getting healed as you're trying to kill them. Oop. Cool. All right. Is that it? No. Got a couple guys on the bottom here. All right.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that.
Oh, go through.
We studied what happened in ordinary here. That's the place to
Okay, this is another deceptive room. You actually don't have to clear any of these guys. Whoa. It's helpful to, so you don't die. Yeah, look at that. You just kind of... Whoa! Oh my gosh. Okay. We narrowly evaded that guy. Oh. Oh, get some help. Get some help. Ugh. Rough. Poggers. Not Pog. He snuck up on me. Okay. Go back up through the prime candidate program. So this next section, it's kind of a cool part of the story of it, where you find that your brother was candidate number 6 for taking over the bureau, and you've been targeted as candidate number 7. And what you're doing right now is you're clearing out the bureau of the hiss, which means that you're actually a successful candidate for taking over the bureau. Oop. Let's go through here. Okay. Come through here. All right. So every one of these enemies is shielded. You've got to really kind of use your cover here. Try to tap them and then avoid getting hit by one of those exploding enemies. And then clear this out. Not too bad, just got to be methodical.
We're going back home. Of course we
Gonna clear the tracks out, all these mold spores, and then rotate this table so that we can go to the next section. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of enemies in here. We're not going to fight any of them. We're just going to go fast. Oop. You go up, over, through this. Yeah, there's some really beautiful environments. And most of the rooms are different. You don't really repeat a whole bunch of challenges. They use a couple of the same enemies throughout. Like these guys in the chairs appear everywhere. There's some guy that they've done a ton of experiments on. And he's just kind of stuck in a chair, flying around. There's a lot of floating zombie guys. But the rooms are all completely different from one another. And different shapes and sizes, ceiling heights and what have you. Yeah, it's a pretty well-made game. We could just calmly chill in this room, exactly. The legend himself making an appearance in the chat. There's a bird in here that wants to ruin your day. Right. And you want to, whenever possible, use your throw attack at this point in the game because it's very leveled up. Oh. And it allows you to move as fast as possible. Yeah. There we go. Keep moving. There's a really fun skip coming up. It's everybody's favorite part of this game, where you can jump off of a tram that's moving. You jump from the land to the tram, and then you jump all the way off of the tram. And if you stretch it out enough, you can save a ton of time, but it's really a pain. Let's go. So 3 power bricks, and we're going to go down. So you'll see what that says. Pain elevators. Nice little Max Payne reference. Okay, we're going to do a little solid sneaky here. Not fight any of these guys. Try to hit in here. Not get hit by a shotgun. There we go. Let's check our personal mods real quick because we have 2 big fights now. No big personal mod upgrades. That's fine. Always nice to hit an explosive box there. Okay. So this is where you find out that the Bureau is very creepy. They kind of planned out everything in your hometown. They made this model of your hometown to try to recreate the paranormal event and study the paranormal event that destroyed your hometown and killed your parents. So starting to realize that your whole life has been controlled by this Bureau, and now you're in control. That's the name of the game. Oh gosh. We're taking a lot of shots. Goodness. Okay. We're going to go back to save point, and we're going to go back to that fight and kill those dudes because they're not going to best us. Shoutouts to the charity. This is for a charity run. We're not going to get bested. No. See, it's a pretty fast run back, though. Exactly. Control. Control. Okay, let's kill the ads first. That's the name of the game. Try to run away from these guys. Just hammer this guy. Just a bunch of headshots in a row. Okay. Try to get a little health. There we go. Oof. Get through there.
Is that where they keep it?
Okay, so the whole landfill. It's kind of a fun fight. Fighting in a big pile of trash. Okay, got the red dot first. Trigger some of the zombies with proximity. You save your ammo. Oop. Okay, cool. Get some health. Kill this dude with a shotgun. Floating chair. Oh. Gameplay's kind of frenetic. At this stage in the game, there's guys coming at you from lots of different directions. Whoa. Okay, get these last guys to spawn. Why are they not spawning? Where are you? Let's run around a little bit. Yeah, the game will do this sometimes where it's not going to let you go because you have to kill another wave of enemies, but it doesn't realize that you beat everybody yet. So it's just going to have to run through the whole code again to detect that there's no more guys left on it. There he is. He got stuck on geometry. Happens to the best of us. There we go. Last dude.
We should check that out.
Okay. We hear that. And we can go back, quit to menu, save and quit. And we are on our way. There's not that much left in the game. Continue. On to the end. Abilities and energy. All right, fast travel, parapsychology. Okay. This mission is kind of fun. So we're going to go see the janitor one more time when we realize that we need his help with something. And then we're going to go do the tram skip. We've got this really fun maze section called the ashtray maze. And we've got the last missions. This is kind of the end game at this point. Try to get some headshots in here before he opens up fire. There we go. All right. So one key difference between real-time attack and how the world record is recorded in this game is that all the loads are taken out. I think that loads are all recorded right now. So you'd have to take out all the loading screens, any of the minor death times, any of the fast travel time. That's all taken out of a recorded run. So it's just gameplay. You try to control for as much of like the differences in devices and load times as possible to make it fair. Because like an original PS4 will load the game a little bit slower than like a top-end PC or something like that. So let's go to ventilation. We're going to go try to see the janitor because there's some issues with that maze. You can't get through the maze yet. Yeah, all the times are available on speedrun.com. There's a great page and a great Discord for Control as well. And yeah, I highly recommend going to check out Ronnie H7's run and Bucky's run as well. For some fantastic times logged on Speedrun for Control. Go through here.
No, Auntie.
Janitor's disappeared. Now we gotta go find him.
Let alone go on a
All right. That guy's dead. Good. We're going to do a real fun jump here. All right. Going to fall down another long hole. We can skip this one. We'll do a little motel action. And then fly over the quarry that we explored before. So there's, for whatever reason, you can dash when you enter the motel just this one time. And then you can't dash anymore. But right when you get in, you can still dash. It's kind of a weird peculiarity about the game. All right. Go through here. We'll reset the radios in rooms 2 and 3. And that'll kill the enemy in room 1. And then we can grab the key and continue on. Okay. Go here. F. F. And then that smash the dude in room 1. We'll go grab the key. And then rather than running into that front room that we run into, we actually run into the janitor's office to exit. That's through here, behind the front desk. Just right here. Janitor room. Okay, we'll take this save here. And let's go to... All right. That's where we got the rock before. We blew up the wall. I'm going to zoom through here. And we're going to free fall for a second and try not to die by hitting the ground. There we go. There we go. No dying there. Okay, this is going to call the tram, and then we're going to wait about 15 seconds. We're trying to make it to the far side over there. So that light is the tram coming this way. There's going to be some guys that spawn over here. I'm going to try to not die to the guys. And then skip waiting for the tram to make it all the way over here. What that means is... Whoa. Don't always have to kill that guy. Yes. I'm going to do a nice little skip here. This is just target practice. Not quite there yet. Oh. Ooh. Push through. And that's just about close enough. We're going to fly up here. Now levitate off. Then we're going to dash all the way over. And descend, descend into the tram. Get in the tram. There we go. Then you flip that switch. Done. Look at all those guys. Ha! You failed. They failed at their jobs. All right, we've got a little time here if we want to shout out the charity, Artemis, and if there's been any donations, but most importantly, shout out the charity that's doing mental health work for veterans.
Again, does not look like any more donations have come in, but if you would like to donate to stack up to help with mental health, with veterans through gaming, you can do ! charity, and apparently ! stack up is a command that I didn't know about. So you can do that as well. And of course, you can donate, but if you can't, that is alright.
Yes. Stack up for veterans' mental health. And shout outs to GSA and the entire GSA team for putting on an event. There's a bunch of folks that really love Control. You should definitely, if you haven't run this game, if you haven't played Control or run the game, I highly recommend checking it out. Any percent is a lot of fun, but also any percent inbounds, which is what we're running here. I think it's more of the game itself. It's more of the gameplay, and I highly recommend checking it out. It's super fun.
Of course it did. He gave me his specific.
On to Polaris. So what we're going to do now is the ashtray maze. This section is really fun. Some of the better gameplay. Some of the visuals. If you guys are a big fan of the visuals in the game so far, definitely tune in, take a look over at the stream, and check this section out because it's some of the best animation in the game. Some of the best animation I've ever seen in a shooter type game too. So we're going to get this next weapon here, and we'll upgrade Pierce also. Okay, and do this. Go to personal mods. Let's check this out. And equip some cool mods. Neat. Okay. We've got a second form of our weapon now, which is the Pierce form. What this does is it allows us to switch from the standard form of the gun to kind of a charge up and explode form, which is really helpful for this section. All right. Push through. So this maze is going to kind of reconfigure around us as we navigate through. Of course, when you play it a couple times, you know where the stuff's going to spawn. But it can be a little disorienting at first. Push through here. Where'd you go? Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. Where's that? Did we kill the orb? We did. Okay. Fast enough. There we go. Keep going. All this tessellating bricks and such. Two with one hit. Very good. Whoa. All right, ending the maze here. Let's dash through. There we go.
That was awesome.
Okay, we'll take this save here.
Is how this all began. What started in ordinary ends. We've all come closer. There was a doorway here, to where Dylan and I went, where the projector took us, where we met you. Arrow opened the same door, but there was echo now.
Okay, the HRAs that everybody was wearing on their chests. There's a big HRA Ghostbuster thing that's on the front of this door over here. We're going to pull it off, and then we're going to... Oh. There we go. We're going to pray for good RNG, exactly. There's a lot of randomness in this next section.
Hang on, I'm coming.
We'll pull that thing off the door. And we're gonna... Gonna try to do this fast a little bit. Not super fast, but a little fast. You can do every one of these things. Basically, we're going to try to cleanse these 3 satellites on the bottom and then the 3 satellites on the top, which are all supporting this thing in the center. And you can cleanse all of them without killing any enemies. And that saves a significant amount of time. I think we got a fast clear here. So there's a save point. It'll save your progress after the first 3. That's nice. It kills all the enemies in the bottom here. You love to see it. Maybe it'll be... Oh. Oh, my. Okay. I got the first 3 fast, which is nice. Oop. Let's try to clear this. 4 is giving me a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. We got the 4th. 4th done. Normal clear. Okay. Ooh. Get up. Okay. Okay, so the number 5 fast clear. You have to take out this sniper. Oop. Then come around. Okay. If you can get that guy to fire that missile, then you get a gap of time where you might be able to do this uninterrupted. There we go. That's a fast 5, which is nice. See if we can get fast 6. Okay, that guy got pushed off. Little safety strat here. Just kill that guy. Oh, why'd you come up here? Okay, now we'll take this. And I think that this guy to my right is not going to hit me. We should be able to get a relatively fast 6. If he doesn't hit me with one of those bullets, there we go. Number 6. Not a bad final room here. Okay. Give me that. Trigger. There we go. Okay. These are fake credits. So we get the false ending. And then we'll continue on a little bit. The GG's coming in. Look at the GG's rolling in. Fake GG's. If this were a real event, you'd get the debated GG's. Fake credits count as any percent. Exactly. Right. Yeah, the bulk of the game is done, which is nice. We've got a little bit of combat at the end of the game, which can be kind of... You gotta kind of alt-tab out there every once in a while to make it work. It kind of gets frozen up in between the fake credits and this little intern simulation thing. So now because you've reached that big orb, that big floating orb in the center of the last section we were in, it puts you in a dream state where you're no longer the director of the Bureau of Control, but some intern assigned to do tasks, and you're stuck in a cycle. And if you let it happen, you can just get stuck doing these tasks for as long as you want to, but you have to figure out something to break the cycle of doing these intern tasks, which is complete 2 of these things, and then grab this little thing that comes in, and then take it to the director's office. The director, who is, as we understand, already dead. That was the thing that started the whole saga.
Are you sure you are not lost?
Yes, exactly. This is just Among Us tasks.
Just wait, please.
We're really good at it. All right.
Can't think. I'm lost.
So the fastest task here is to do the coffee mugs. So we'll do the coffee mugs twice. You just do the copies once. Grab these coffee mugs.
What is this?
And then that's it. We'll grab the mail one more time here.
Oh, please. I want to go home.
You should keep trying.
Okay.
You are getting close. And fade.
I need to go inside.
Okay. One more time.
The hiss burrowing in.
You don't do any tasks on this third one. You just wait for the mail.
Taking over.
And then something crazy. Kind of goes a little trippy when we enter the office.
I will fight.
And it's closer to the first time that we enter the office in the game, where you just pick up the gun because he's already dead.
Welcome back.
I need my gun.
Okay.
Ted, I can't.
All right. Smash this button once.
This is
Go to
what
room 3.
all along.
grab this.
But I don't know what.
Okay, check out this last part here. One of the more beautiful rooms in the game. Pretty wild. Everything's kind of undulating. Okay. There's one big skip here. So you don't have to do this first fight, because what you can do is dash towards the end here. And I'm gonna wait for our energy to charge up a little bit. Wow. Unlucky. Super unlucky. But what we're going to do is we're going to get to the edge of this first platform and then jump and dash into the void. And then we're going to expect for a second set of platforms to rise up from the ground. And the platforms are going to rise up out of nothing. And what happens here is we're going to try to land it on the second set of platforms. That never happens. So be it. Would it be a marathon run if something happened that we'd never seen before? That's what usually happens. So you don't use all of your energy. You just wait for this to come up. And what we're going to do is try to land it right on this platform. Because it triggered the second set, we're going to be able to run and get on that second set of platforms and then do the fight. We're going to skip that first fight. Okay. Yeah, I did miss it. There is a way to land that and not die. For me, it's about 50-50. Generally, it's about 75-25. Sometimes you die there. Yeah, you try to. You do save a significant amount of time by skipping that first fight by doing the second set of platforms. Okay, there's a good set of combat here. All right. Get this bird to appear. There we go. Get this last enemy up here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. I'll be honest, sometimes the game does crash. This is crashing right before the end of the game, which is really too bad. Let's take a look here. Is it gonna release? The audio is still running. Hi. Control. Come on, buddy. The Pepe hands. Please, sir. Hmm. It's not letting me get to the menu here. When is the last save in the game? I'm trying to remember the last save. If it would take a long time to get back. Pepe, please. It's coming back. You have to kill it. All right. Kill it with fire. All right. Game. Okay. Some technical difficulties. Let's try to relaunch control here. Give me just one moment. Let's check to see when the last save is. I don't have control. It's ironic. Ironic. Still underestimate. Exactly, exactly. I like the optimism. That's the kind of optimism that we need for veterans' mental health. Stack up for veterans' mental health. Yes. Control, Alt, Delete. That's the real control. Look at me. Okay. Let's check control. Continue. It should spawn us in the red room, right? I think we're going to actually... How about that? Look at this. Okay, just one more fight and we are done with the game. Fantastic. We got this. Exactly. We've got it. Nice. Nice. We're in there. Poggers. Maximum pog. All right. Kill the zombie. Zombie 1. Zombie 2. Shoot number 3. Let's get the flying dude. Nice. Got him. We got him. Got him. Cool. Oh, slicing through him. Ooh. Let's get this dude. Let's go. Dodged it. We got this. Okay, these two guys are pretty tough, but we slice right through them. Headshot. Headshot. Another one. Zombie. Get that last zombie. Are you my last one? No. Another one here. Let's go down. Go underneath. Go underneath. Is that it? Ah, we did it. We did it. Amazing. Yeah, there's no real final boss. It's just a collection of all the little mini bosses at the end. And here we are, folks. Streets 112. Exactly. Oh. And that's the time. We did it. We did it. We're done. Okay, thank you to everybody involved in this production. The GSA team. Cheese, Artemis, Milo, Gothic Logic, Simply, everybody in chat here supporting veterans' mental health. Stack up for veterans' mental health. Great charity. If you have the means to donate and support the charity, highly recommend it. Shout outs to Ronnie and to Bucky. Thanks for being in the chat. Please check out the speedrun.com page for Control. Ronnie and Bucky are all over it. They have lots of fantastic runs and are excellent at the game. Go follow them as well. If you have a second and you feel like following me, I play lots of different games, lots of different speed runs. My handle is JJ__. I also host trivia games all the time, so if you like trivia, please feel free to check out the channel and some of the VODs. I would love to have you come play some trivia games with us. And yeah, lots of speed runs. Appreciate you. Artemis, I will hand it on over to you. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you guys.
Don't have much to say. We'll be going into an intermission, and then we'll be getting into Sled Storm by Gawrit, and that will be in about 30 minutes. So hopefully we'll see some of you there. Broken again. Oh, yay.